stage 16 results and standings after Julian Alaphilippe wins against stage brought to standstill by farmers' protest with police tear gas. How much will riders and teams earn in prize money and points? Full details of remaining teams and riders at the Tour de France. Full results and standings after stage 15 at the Tour de France. From Simpson to Thomas, Britons to wear the yellow jersey. Julian Alaphilippe took victory on stage 16 of the Tour de France after Adam Yates crashed while leading on the descent into Bagnières de la Chaume. Yates Mitchelton Scott had crested the summit of the Col du Portillon with a lead of 22 seconds over Alaphilippe. Quickstep floors after attacking the remnants of the breakaway 3 kilometers from the summit. But on the long descent into town he went down on a corner, 6.5 kilometers from the finish line, and Alaphilippe zipped by to take his second stage win of this Tour. It was a dramatic end to a stage which had been stopped at one point as riders were affected by a spray used by police to break up a farmers' protest on the road from Carcassonne. Yates followed home Gorka Izadir Bahrain Merida, the Spanish national champion, to finish third on the stage. Tour de France 2018 stage 16 details the main contenders crossed the line in a group some 9 minutes after Alaphilippe to mean there is no change at the top of the general classification. Geraint Thomas Team Sky continues to lead by 1 minute and 39 seconds from teammate Chris Froome, with Tom Dumoulin Sunweb a further 11 seconds behind. Several riders, including Thomas and Froome, needed treatment after being affected by a spray used by police to break up a farmers' protest early in the stage. The protesters had rolled large hay bales into the road 29 kilometers into the 218-kilometer stage, and then clashed with police who tried to remove them. After a spray was used by officers, it appeared to get into the eyes of several riders, with world champion Peter Sagan also among those affected. The race was stopped completely while they received medical attention and washed their eyes. After a 15-minute interval the race resumed with a short neutralized section before the flag was dropped once again 33 kilometers into the stage. P.A. 4:26 Thomas finishes safely. Race leader Geraint Thomas has survived the first of 3 back-to-back days in the Pyrenees, and the Welshman will go into Wednesday's stage with exactly the same advantage over teammate Chris Froome as he did at the stage start today. I think we can say that was a good day in the office for the Maillot, who is now a day closer to Paris. For a Team Landa tax Maillot, Mikel Landa, a former teammate of Geraint Thomas and Chris Froome's, put in a little dig as the peloton descends off the Col du Portillon, but Team Sky were quick to close that down. A few splits were caused further back in the group, but the main general classification contenders are all near the front as they reach the 4 kilometers to go marker. 4:14 Alaphilippe wins in Bagnières de la Chaume. The polka dot jersey of Julian Alaphilippe has just won stage 16 of the Tour de France. Heartbreak for Adam Yates, but the French may have just found their new darling. Gray tried from the Quickstep floor as man. 4:12 p.m. 1 km to go. Julian Alaphilippe is moments away from winning his second stage at this year's Tour de France. 4:12 p.m. 1.5 kilometers to go. Adam Yates is going backwards and he has been overtaken by the remnants of that earlier chasing group. 4:11 p.m. 3 km to go. Gorka Izadir has now caught Adam Yates, who looks shot. 4:10 p.m. 5 km to go. Julian Alaphilippe is pushing on, taking way too many risks than he probably should. Adam Yates is trailing the Frenchman and, understandably, taking the corners fairly gingerly. 4:08 p.m. Yates crashes heavily. Adam Yates's wheels appeared to go from beneath him on a slight corner. Not sure what the cause was, but I'm guessing he hit a wet patch. Julian Alaphilippe, as a result of that spill, has taken the lead. 4:07 p.m. 7 km to go. Julian Alaphilippe is using the full width of the road on each corner of this descent. 4:05 p.m. 8 km to go. Adam Yates is on the descent and the road has patches of wet and dry asphalt which, as I'm sure you will know, is terrifying as a rider giving it beans. 4:04 p.m. 10 km to go. Adam Yates leads Julian Alaphilippe by 22 seconds on the summit of Col du Portillon. 4:03 p.m. 10.5 kilometers to go. Julian Alaphilippe is flying and is in pursuit of Adam Yates. 4:01 p.m. 11 km to go. Adam Yates, The 25-year-old Briton, who is yet to win a stage at the Tour de France or any Grand Tour, is just 1 kilometer from the summit and has a lead of over 30 seconds now. 400 p.m. 11. 5 kilometers to go. Adam Yates has put over